So the leaders of the ASEAN and the Republic of Korea have issued a joint statement following two roundtable sessions and a working lunch where we're told the heads of state discussed President Moon Jae-in's Korean Peninsula Peace Initiative. Let's try to read between the lines and seek experts' perspective. Live in the International Media Center for the 2019 ASEAN-Republic of Korea Commemorative Summit is Kim Dong-yeob, a professor of ASEAN Studies at Busan University of Foreign Studies. Professor Kim, thank you for joining us.
Thank you for inviting me.
Now, the joint vision statement. First of all, what's your overall assessment of the joint vision statement and co-chair's statement? I mean, did it live up to your expectations or did it fall short of what we had anticipated?
Well, I think the statement covers all areas of three Ps, and I think it emphasizes about the people-to-people exchange and strengthening the economic cooperation, and also, joint effort for making peace in the regions. I think it covers all areas, but I think I feel like what short is. I think we expect more concrete measures to deal with the North Korea. For example, like if the ASEAN have more strong will to solve or engage in these problems, probably they can offer, for example, invite North Korea to something like dialogue partners, or they will host the ASEAN Plus 2 meetings. I think that kind of more constructive measures, if it included in the statement, I think it will be much better.
Right, perhaps we'll see follow-up measures to this summit in the coming weeks, months, and years. Now, the joint vision statement, when we take a look at it, first and foremost, focused on the people, staying true to this year's slogan of a partnership for peace, prosperity for people. Why the keen interest in human-to-human exchanges?
Well, I think our Moon administration is people-centered communities. The people is most important catch slogan for this administration. And I think these times we are very much interested in the increasing number of the human exchanges. But I think we should emphasize the quality of the exchanges, because now so many Koreans visit South Korea, Southeast Asian nations, but still many Koreans really doesn't understand about Southeast Asian, ASEAN nations. So I think we should give more effort to make people understand about the cultures and the environment in Southeast Asian nations.
Now, second up on the joint vision statement was on the economy. The leaders agreed to tackle or counter global trade protectionism based on the free trade agreement between the Republic of Korea and the ASEAN. How do you assess that? How do you assess the economic cooperation?
Well, the FTA between Korea and ASEAN countries, but it's very low levels. It doesn't affect very much for mutual economic exchanges. That's why our country tried to make, country-to-country bilateral FTAs. Every individual countries in ASEAN, they have different developmental stages, and also they have their internal laws about the foreign investment. So we have to approach individually, not a holistic approach to ASEAN in terms of economic exchanges.
Now, what was interesting, or what stood out from the joint vision statement on Korean peace process, was that the ASEAN leaders and President Moon Jae-in agreed to turn the demilitarized zone between the two Koreas into a global peace zone, perhaps establishing liaison offices. What does that mean?
I guess that is our initiative to make the demilitarized zone as a peace zone. I think the ASEAN countries can support our visions to change these highly tensioned areas as a peaceful areas. I think that will be a very good achievement of ASEAN to make the regional peace in the East Asian countries. So I think the ASEAN should be more proactive action toward these visions.
So that was our first look of the joint vision statement. But thank you so much for your insights. But I'll be seeing you later this evening for a more comprehensive assessment of those statements. Thank you, Professor Kim.
Thank you for coming.
And that is a wrap from me from Busan. Let me now toss it over to Devin in the Seoul studio. Devin, K-beauty is also a huge focus among ASEAN countries.